Today we're up to tutorial 3 and today we're going to show you how to make a pattern so that you can cut the right sizes and shapes of fabrics out to make your shade. I'm going to show you two different methods. They're both very simple and both of them are ideal for making a simple pattern for one of these fairly intricate lampshades. The first method I'm going to show you is one where I use this double-sided sticky tape on the frame and a piece of lining fabric. It's very simple and all you have to do is follow the instructions. The first thing I'm going to do is put a strip of this lampshade tape down the struts on the panel I've chosen to use, both sides, like so. Squeeze it down, press it down so it's nice and taut, and then peel off the pink layer to leave the sticky layer underneath. And now I'm going to do the same on the top, just a little bit, just to fill the space, and also on the bottom. I like to do this after I've bound the frame, but you can do it before if you wish. Once again, we'll remove that and then we'll move on to the next stage. So now I've done that, I have put sticky tape all the way around this one panel, and I'm going to now take a piece of lining fabric and find out which is the stretchy side. It needs to be able to stretch on the bias. So I'm going to now place that over the lampshade frame, pressing down at the top and then pulling it, stretching it over. You have to fiddle with this until you get it in position. It's a very simple way of making a pattern which really fits the lampshade. When you've got it in position like this, so now you can see the shape of the frame. From the side it's fitting beautifully, and from the front. Pull it again, I think that needs a little bit more. Keep it as tight as you can, nice and taut. So now I've done that, I'm just simply going to draw around that with a pencil. Draw over the lines where the fabric meets the struts. So there we have it. Then you take that off, pull it off, and you can see that you have got your pattern, and you simply cut that out. I've cut out the template for the pattern. I haven't allowed any seam allowance on the edges where the seams will be, but at the top you need to allow about 1.5 centimetres or half an inch at the top and the same at the bottom. So this bit here is a seam allowance, and allow the same at the bottom for a further seam allowance. So there you have it, seam allowance at the top of about 1.5 centimetres and also at the bottom, but you don't need to allow any seam allowance on the side seams because that needs to be able to stretch in place. So that's method number 1. That is your pattern. So this is a method using the cushion method, which I've shown you before. Cushion, piece of fabric, any old fabric will do. Smooth it over the cushion. Take your frame, press it into the cushion, and then using a pencil, draw around all the struts and around the bottom, outside of the struts. That's it. And again, so you now have the pattern that you've drawn on your piece of fabric, and once again you just cut that out, making sure at the top of your pattern you always allow half an inch, 1.5 centimetres, and at the bottom the same, because you're going to need to be able to use that area to stitch it onto your frame, both top and bottom. One thing to remember, if you use the sticky tape method, remove the sticky tape away off the frame before you start to make your shade. Just pull it off. It's quite simple. So now you're going to find out how many pieces you're going to need. This one's a 14-inch frame. This has got 8 panels, and we're going to cut each individual panel individually. It's important when cutting out your fabric pattern pieces that you cut on the bias. The bias means across the fabric, so from one corner to the other, not from one side to side, from one corner to the other. And if you go if you pull it corner to corner, you'll see it stretches, and that's what you need to make a lampshade. The fabric needs to be able to stretch. So what you're going to take your pattern pieces with the seam allowance, making sure that you allow a seam allowance at the top and at the bottom, and you're going to place your pattern on the fabric, on the bias, and you're going to cut it out, and we're going to need 8 of these pieces. So I've cut my 8 pieces of fabric, and now I'm going to sew them all together on the sewing machine, right sides together. So I've stitched all the panels together, and we're now ready for our next tutorial, where I will show you how to attach your fabric onto your frame. So thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it and have learnt something. Take your time to do this, because it does take a lot of practice to get it right, and I'll see you next time. And remember to subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye.